Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
They say the sun and a shine for all, but in some people world, it never shine at all.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you a love, you call me a liar. Oh no, 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 no.
Here's how you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
Got it locked and loaded to the Monday, July 8th edition of Talking Heads. And your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. on this much-to-do Monday edition of Talking Heads. Got to shout out my good friend Roscoe Thompson. As you know, each and every Monday, we do chime in with Abaco, and we have Abaco Live. Roscoe doing well, just following up with the doctors. Got some doctors, follow-up visits. As you know, he had his surgery. All things good with that. He wants to let you know he's all good. Just follow up, as required. So he'll be back to join us next Monday. All right, so I'm going to open up the lines today, and I know what y'all want to talk about, so we're going to get to that. Don't forget, Talking Heads being brought to you, of course, by Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Cleveland Clinic, Fine Threads, Janae's Uniform Center, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, Printmasters, and Tropical Gyros. And, of course, like I said, you know how to chime in. Phone lines are going to be open here in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free to any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talks all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And right about now, it's time to check out the headliners. Who are what's making headlines in the 242? All brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads.
It's time for Headliners. Everything that's making headlines in the 242. Brought to you by the Fine Threads.
And as we approach independence, boy, I tell you, blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views that matter since 1844. Explosive claims spark Royal Bahamas Police Force probe. CID chief goes on garden leave. Where do we start? Another story, Travis Cartwright Carroll with that story. How a senior officer is investigated. Story by Ken Diaz. And, of course, other, stories making headlines. You got the Independent Church Service. The vertical blue competition suspended due to poor infrastructure on Long Island. And that's been going on for the past 16 years. And, of course, cannabis bills to be debated today and a lot to be debated about. There's some positives, but there's also some missing ingredients to that bill to make it complete and make it wholesome and beneficial to everyone. And I think that's what they really need to do, get that together. The best legalization, decriminalization bill when it comes to marijuana, they can, or cannabis in the country. Yoga retreat is beneficial to all sides, medicinal, sacramental, and recreational. Yoga retreat says it's doing what it can to help find Casey. That story still continues. But like I said, the main thing blazing up the pages of the dailies, social media, what's going on with our police force? We got that and so much to talk about on the flip side of the break. We're going to take a quick break, and on the flip side of the break, we'll be getting into the buzz, all brought to you, of course, by John Shoes. And that's a wrap on the headliners, all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. And don't forget, new arrivals in stock right now, both locations, top of the hill, Mackey Street, the flagship store, and the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. Both locations available for you Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And, of course, you can check them out online, finethreads.com. Do your shopping online, then arrange for pickup at any one of those convenient Fine Thread locations. But whatever you want to talk about, it's all GOOD. We're going to open the lines. We're going to have a candid conversation about whatever you want to talk about. But the way my text lines are blowing up right now, I definitely got an idea of where we're going with this. All right? So we'll be getting into the buzz on the flip side of the break. All you got to do is keep it right where you got it. We'll be picking up the conversation right after this.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, keep you winning. Percy's Pension Plan, dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, we got you. Percy's Pension Plan, from the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy's Island Game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday, only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's, well worth the trip.
We are bucket together when everybody out. Fried chicken, we are pre-bucket for the crew. Share a bucket together, everybody go live. Crispy original when we're online. Bucket together under the new dance craze.
Hot KFC Summer Bucket Deal. 8 pieces of your favorite fried chicken and 4 buttery biscuits with options to add family fries, a 2-liter switcher, and 4 pineapple biscuits, starting at $20. KFC, it's finger licking good.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
It's time for The Buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John Shoes.
We're back at you on the Monday, July 8th edition of Talking Heads. And, of course, like I said, it's time for The Buzz, all brought to you, of course, by John Shoes. The text lines are open. The phone lines are open. So feel free to chime on in. And let me know what you buzzing on, what's got your goat, what's making you scratch your hand, and so on and so forth. If you look at it out of the gate, though, I think everywhere you've gone over the weekend, from Friday until now, are all of these allegations and swirling innuendos and like I say, straight up reports. But like I say, filled with allegations. We got to get to the bottom of the investigation. But obviously there's something there if we're going to have this much manpower involved in an investigation. Explosive claims spark Royal Bahamas Police Force probe. CID chief goes on leave. Garden leave. That's paid leave. That's period what it is. Paid leave. Don't doctor it up. Don't call it garden leave. Don't call it backyard leave. Don't call it beach leave. Don't call it, church leave, whatever. No. It's paid leave. So until they get to the bottom of this, Mr. Johnson will be on paid leave. If they get to the bottom of this, they find that there's nothing to this, he will be reinstated. And obviously, if there is something, citizens will expect that the full course of the law to be meted out according to what the COP had to say today in the press conference. But what say you on this? What say you? What's your take on all of this? Where are we in 2024? And it's not like my phone hasn't been ringing local and international, you know. This has already made waves. This ain't no hush, hush, be quiet. No, sir. No, sir. So what you have to do is sit back and let this play out. But we want to get to the bottom of it. The who, the what, the why, the when, the where. Are these substantiated cases? Or is this something that's been put out there to the detriment of Mr. Johnson by bad-minded folks? We got to cover all the bases. But at the end of the day, we need to find out what's really going on. And let the chips fall where they may, where they have to. Checking the text lines right now. Has the Bar Association issued a statement on this? No. I haven't heard any. If they have, I have not received it. Mr. Producer, have you received anything from the Bar Association in regard to that? Nothing received. But that's a good idea, Texter. I may have to follow up and reach out to the Bar Association and get their take on it. We've heard what the leader of the opposition, Mr. Michael Pintard, has had to say, calling for the involvement of Scotland Yard. We need to find out what's going on. If the entity, if the body that is supposed to protect and serve us in this country is coming under scrutiny for allegations of corruption, we need to know what's going on. And especially when you hear talks about corruption and potential alleged extrajudicial killings, crazy. That's not the place we want to live in. That's the kind of talks that I heard coming out of the Philippines a couple of years ago. When Duterte went in and became their leader, and anybody accused of being a drug dealer, he had a green light, just go and kill him and get $2,000 for it. No. We need better. We know better. We need to do better. Naughty. So they're not condemning the allegations? It's amazing the Bar Association is not condemning these allegations. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on?
Everything cool, thank God for life.
This the Pauper. What's going on, Pauper?
Right here, buddy.
My Pauper, nah, listen, I be riding around in there. I hear you call everybody's show and then you be sporadic with my show. Hey, do you something, mate?
No, listen.
You know, I ain't messing with you, Pauper. You know we all good.
Let me say something, but you still in my good book. I still is a fan of yours. I listen to everybody talking. People like to take it personal with you, but you're a good guy. You ain't perfect. You understand? In spite of whatever that is they get going on, you know, you be doing a good job. You been doing a good job for years. Don't worry if you're in there from Papa listening when I could. But you know, you be dealing with everything. You don't just talk about what happening today. You have issues which you try to solve on the family island with the other folks and Freeport and all over the place. So some days I just listen. I wish the best for Grand Bahama and stuff like that. I wish we could get fire engines everywhere. I like what you be doing, but some things I might just listen, and then you know you have a lot of shows. And stuff
good,
like
good
that.
stuff, Pauper. I just like to hear from you because I always feel you give a candid, very objective commentary when you chime in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we need more people like us who could call an ace, a spade, a deuce, a diamond, if you know what I mean.
Of course, right?
Huh?
You know that is course, right? When people like you and me and we speak what we feel like is not just speak your mind, but be on the right side of history and stuff like that. Pointing out things, although everybody get their opinion.
And let's get some ankle biters all fired up.
They hate you, they dislike you, whatever, and you can't mind that.
Let me show you something, Pauper. For my whole entire career, I take their hate and make it inspire me to be great, my brother.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Because if you ain't got no haters, you ain't really saying nothing.
Whoa. It's good to be loved, though. But everybody ain't gonna love you. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. This life's so short, man. Come on,
I don't ever take it personal. I mean, if you don't agree with me, that's your opinion. It's all good.
We ain't gonna agree on everything.
We probably might agree on sports. We may disagree on politics. We may agree on politics, disagree on sports.
We gotta agree to disagree, Naughty.
Variety. But make the life go around. But get it in what you gotta get in, Papa. Go ahead.
Yeah, Naughty. What I wanted to say really is that, oh boy, naughty. I wanted to ask a question. Like, I don't want to put you in that position or put me in a position, but a lot of times in life when things happen, I say, well, I say like what you call not just human development, but study humans. And I'm perfect in it, but it's like fun doing it. It's like playing journalism too. Also, it's a little similar, but not the same thing. So I say, if I wasn't, I don't like to use myself on some things, but if someone was in that position, right, like to think what they be thinking, right, someone say something but me, should we be expecting now for what we hearing, right, in social media, for whosoever, without calling names, let's say MJ, right, being accused, right, to say you lie on me and I can sue you. You know, and like you asked the question just now, you asked the producer, did you get anything from the Bar Association? And guess what? This town's so small, man. When I say small, no. In other words, I mean, we're so connected and so hooked up with one another. And we talk about investigating ourselves, like doing things as I mean, we shouldn't be so, how I say, imperfect that we need to call people in hell. But my goodness, when you're so, how do you clean up the situation? I suggest, like, others come in and help out.
I think in this situation right now, for total transparency, accountability,
yes,
and to cast a good light on the COP, Mr. Clayton Fernanda.
Not just him, no. It's two sides to the
but,
story.
but hear me now. Just hear me. Let me finish.
Okay.
I feel that they should take a holistic approach and allow Scotland Yard or maybe the FBI to intervene. Transparent, meaning they have no skin in the game. They have no horse in the race potentially. They will come in and give an objective. This is what we found. This is what's going on.
Yes. No slapping
And then
up.
from there you go. Because unfortunately in the 242, we're very small. Who ain't related to somebody, know somebody, grow up with somebody. It is what it is. I have a ton of friends like that.
Yes.
And like I always tell you, from the outhouse to the penthouse and everywhere in between, I got friends.
Yes.
Because we small. And that goes with the territory.
I suggest, like I was saying, it ain't just the police side, like the commissioner side, right? If you listen to the story, it's like how you asked the question, but the association doing a statement or whatsoever, right? So in this kind of situation, we need someone like to come in and deal with both sides. You understand?
And with no Freedom of Information Act, none of that kind of floating in society. We don't have that. We don't adhere to that. So there's opportunities for us to not be as transparent as we need to be. And in this case, we need complete transparency.
Yes, it's hard to expect when you investigating yourself. Like, my goodness, look how connected it is. And then I kind of get disappointed. What about you with what the minister had to say on national security? Like a couple of days ago, in spite of him saying that, it sounded like the commissioner say something different, although he said that the commissioner them have to make that judgment.
Papa, this has always been the story with this administration. Tom say A, Dick say B, Harry say C, then Fred come in and tell them what to say, and we run and come all over again. That's how it go.
Listen to me. I know the thing.
How many instances have we had?
You say everybody know about it, right? And international now, right? But if we don't get some outside or even a commission inquiry or whatsoever, and I say bring Anita, what the woman needs, excuse me, not just Joan Sawyer. I'll take Joan Sawyer, Madam Joan Sawyer, right? But I prefer Carolina Bettel to be the judge on the commissioner inquiry, because I feel like all of them could do a good job. I say bring in the females, let Carolina Bettel do it, or Joan Sawyer, right? But
listen, Papa, I feel that we have the capable people in this country who can do the job. However, there are always extenuating circumstances when we see things play out. So in this case, in this delicate situation,
you see how tight this is? You see how connected
maybe they should have a local body or a local committee that can liaise with foreign entities to make sure that we get the truth out of this.
Boy, you need some people, like I say, I call names already, maybe even, I wouldn't want to have to be in that position, right? But we get some behemoths here who could afford to be in that position to put right where right is. I don't buy that. But if I was the commissioner right now, I'd step aside and move out the way, although he's the head person, because the trust ain't there right now. We don't expect nothing to come. I hear Mr. Lang say, after commissioner do what he have to do, it can go to the cabinet secretary, and then it can move on to the commission. That's the process where it go. But I want to know, after it reach to the cabinet secretary, the politicians can put their hand on it before it get to the commission.
Well, we need to get answers. I don't care how we get them, but we need the honest answers, Papa, so we know what's going on.
We need them to stop pussyfooting around with us, telling us things like they can investigate and they can handle it. No, we don't expect that. Y'all too tight. These people them connected. Y'all are riders. Y'all are one another friends. Y'all right, man. Come on. You think people are just, and that's what make us so mad. The feel you and y'all supposed to be so intelligent, talking foolishness, a bunch of crap. It don't make no sense. And we tired of thank God people them out there expose it and let the world know. This is a dangerous situation. We trust the police. You can imagine the people who call in and giving information or whatsoever how they feel today to know that you can't even trust the police. I mean, we ever know we can trust them, but we give them the benefit.
But what they taught us when we grew up, Papa, the police are your friends. If you have a problem, go to the police.
We get some good police on the police force, but
exactly.
We need the police. We can't listen to me. We
and
need
you can't let a few.
We need a police organization in different
you know we need
in countries. Right?
You know we need
it.
But hold on,
people
Papa.
Need the corrupt set pretending that they there to serve us and they're behind our back. Our life on the line. Come on, man. We need to weed them out, and if it's staff on the commissioner of police, listen to me. Tell me something. The commissioner of police, his time ain't up yet. They extended it. I thought he supposed to retire and Della won't take over.
Papa, couple of things though. We could check on the tenure of the COP and see, where he's at.
And then he doesn't do enough. We appreciate everything he do. We need to move on
but
now.
If it ain't his time to go, you can't force him to go.
No, they might extend it. I think his time should be up soon, either next year or this year or done up from last year.
Second of all, we gotta, like I said, there's a lot of questions that are playing out in this, okay? But I think the most important thing that we need to do is to find out a way forward where we can get some honest answers.
Yes.
So we know what we're dealing with.
Where you think it starts from? You remember the question I asked you when I first called in? When I say, putting yourself in a situation, should we expect for someone, or let's say, the officer to say, you lie on me, I didn't say that, and I could sue you. Should we expect that?
You have to look at all the circumstances involved, but we don't know. We've gotten portions of voice notes. We don't know. We got to get to the bottom of it. We got to take everything in. Listen, let me make this point.
So in the investigation, maybe the officer will be a witness for the police?
But, Papa, hold on. Let me make my point.
Expect out of these people?
All right, let me make my point, Papa. One second.
Go ahead, sorry.
If we had an internal affairs division of the police force like they have everywhere else in the world.
Intelligent or internal?
Internal. I see what you're trying to do. You being smart now. Stop it.
No, they say they're going to use the intelligence, so I just making sure you mean internal, and they two different.
Internal?
They say they're going to use the intelligence.
Right. No, hold on. The intelligence, meaning intelligence. Not, when they say intelligence, they don't mean, they smart or they dumb. Intelligence means they gather the information that's all around, and they put that to use.
But internal is something different, right? That's
right. An internal revenue or internal review board, like they have in the States.
Individuals.
They have a branch set up that investigates corruption in police forces. That's their job.
So I don't know what to expect.
We don't have that. We have a a police tribunal, but I don't think that holds as much weight and as much teeth. Our complaints division as an internal division, an internal review board.
Okay.
But I got to get to some other calls. But good stuff as always, man. But that's a hot topic.
Carolita Bettle be a part of that investigation. Let Carolita Bettle or Joan Sawyer.
Both of them are very, very, qualified ladies that know what they're doing. Very learned women. So I don't have a problem with that. And we just need to make sure that if we put together a Bahamian review board that is going to liaise with anything that comes in international, that we get all the answers and we know where we're going with this. But like I said, we got to let it play out, bro. Good stuff as always, Paul. Be safe. Good to hear from you, man. Let's get to the other call. Talking Heads? Talking Heads. Call us back if you were on too long, all right? But me and Paul were having a good one. Let me get to some of these texts. Wow, you all fired up today, boy. I believe some of you are texting off the job. Naughty, do you now see why it's so important to screen and background check people before they are hired by the police force and government? This is too much if the head of CDU is a criminal. You can't call a man a criminal. Texter, all right? There's allegations swirling. We all might as well consider ourselves marked for death if you have a couple of dollars. I look at how many police are involved in crime and murder, plus the FBI is not looking for that. Missing U.S. Tourists at all. That's another lie. But Texter, where you getting all this from? So you saying the reports of people continuing the investigation and foreign entities being involved are not true? Maybe they came in, assisted, and have left and departed. You know? So like I said, there's a lot of allegations swirling with these voice notes. A lot of alleged and a lot of allegations. Because they got to get to the bottom of it and see what is exactly what. Next texter. Naughty, if people could allegedly buy this kind of police cooperation for $100,000, what kind of cooperation the guys who can afford more than $100,000 could allegedly get? Naughty, garden leave, paid leave, jokes. I would like to have my garden leave and go to Cat Island or maybe Long Island. No water there. And Abaco is leaking. Never mind, I can stay right here on my garden leave. Let's get back to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty.
Yeah, what's going on?
Man, everything blessed up. Hey, congratulations on the award, man.
Thank you, but I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, because that's who able. We got to assist the disabled. And you're doing a good job. Hey, Kendrick Roll is my boy. That's my brethren.
He's a great guy, man. And I know his story. I know his story personally, man. So I always
he don't play, man.
I always support Kenny Rebel, man. And if you know when I say that, you know I know him long time.
Yeah, but him, Papa, JT, and Skillaboo, well, hey, they's my inspiration for every day, because if they don't have no sight and they doing what they doing, boy, it's a shame. I'll be a disgrace if I can't do nothing enough sight. Also, by the way, happy belated birthday, Pearls. Yeah, happy belated, man. We got to drink from bottle of suit. We got to catch up behind. Now, Naughty.
Go ahead, bro.
Now, that must be got to be AI, man. Because these fellas, them, man, I know they know better than that, man. They don't watch, I know they watch the gangster movies. They watch the gangster movies where the boss is like, check him, say be wired, man. Or they say, well, nobody, I got to meet you in person. Let's meet on the beach. Because we ain't talking on this phone. And then the two of us got to go in the water. With the water up down there to make sure you know 1 hour, why on. They don't watch gangster bitches. No, they tell someone to talk that type of foolishness on 400. They got to be stupid. Or they just like money that much. They like money so much, they wasn't thinking, man. Because they got to watch the gangster bitches where the fellas, man. Check and see if he wired. Got to be, man.
Listen, I got text coming in right now, and it says, Naughty, good day. How can a voice note be alleged? All this deep fake talk, also Larry Preston. No, but hold on, you have to look at it. You have to. That's why you do the investigation, Texter.
Right.
To find out if it's true, or if it's allegations, or if it's lies. And we know that we Bahamians love to lie on social media. Love it. Love it. Can't help but lie.
And they got AI around and all type of foolishness around now.
And now, when you talk about, when you hear the OPM talk about deep fakes and AI, trust me, they ain't dumb. They can use that to their advantage at some point.
Exactly. And the thing about it, the two fellas deceased now. The two fellas was killed.
And that is why you have to look at all of these allegations that are swirling around, and you have to let the investigation take place without outside interference, so we know exactly what we are dealing with.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let me let someone else get in, because then, Papa then talk long, so that's me. I out.
Yeah. All right, my brother, we'll talk at 5. Naughty, do you realize how many branches have these voice notes? We the Bahamian people better stop and think. Plenty are on their knees right now, talking about all kinds of things. Yep, they're all floating around. I mean, I've had people reach out to me from the States talking about it. How you know this? Where you found this out? Anyway, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Hi, you Naughty.
Afternoon, what's going on?
Right here. Listen, you're talking about AI. All they need to do is follow the trace. If I send you a voice note, that would have a trace in either Patelco or a live system that my number sent a voice note to your number, or your number and my number was on the phone at the same time for the same period of time during the time of the voice note being recorded. Am I right?
Pardon, repeat that. You broke up a little bit.
Oh, I was saying that the telco and Alive would have a trace of which phone that these voice note comes from. Because if I tell how they trace you when you send out stuff about the persons who they want stuff to be out, they go to them and they can trace that you send the voice note to my phone, I send it to the next person's phone. They can trace. No,
you can't. Listen, on something that's been forwarded a multitude of times, you can't hold anybody responsible because it's been forwarded. It's out there. There's too many people that have forwarded it.
If they trace it long enough, they can trace it back to the source.
Yeah, you could definitely trace it back to the source.
That's what I'm saying. So they can trace it back. It may take a while, but it can be traced back to the original source. You can trace it back to the source.
And to my point, you could listen to the original and compare the two and say, okay, this is what came out on this date at this time.
Exactly.
Now this is what's being released. Okay.
The two phone numbers
this is correct.
The two phone numbers involved, and then
correct. Do your due diligence. Say, okay, we've listened to everything. This is checking out because it's the same conversation in both instances. Or you say, okay, here's the original. Now this one is a version, a edited version with only particular parts of the conversation in it.
Yeah, true. You understand? And then on top of that,
so you have to hear all of the conversation to figure out where this is going and in what type of usage or what type of communication Mr. Johnson was having.
Yes, because
you don't know. You don't know. You can't jump up. One sec. You can't jump up with all these allegations flying and say that's gospel. You got to do the due diligence. You got to find out if this was part of a grandiose police investigation, if this was part of a sting, if this was part of an operation, or if this was corruption. You got to find out. And with all these allegations flying, you have to do your due diligence.
But also, Naughty, Howard Grant reminded us today, I forget the gentleman's name at the beginning of the year, who said 2024 is the year of exposure. It's a year of when things will be revealed.
Everybody getting exposed in 2024. But listen, good stuff. I got to get to these other calls. I got a guest coming in, and I got to chop it up with them. But good stuff as always. Good to hear from you. Let's get to the other calls real quick. Talking Heads. Talking Heads. Next call. Let's go. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty. We don't hate you. You're just naughty by nature.
What's going on, GNN? What you got for me today?
Listen, they do have a internal security division of the police force that investigates a police officer, but you know where that is go. That don't go too far.
That's why I said what I said earlier. GNN.
Okay, now the person all of this kerfuffle surrounding is dead, right?
What's that?
Someone is dead, right?
What?
With all this AI fools, someone is dead, right?
Listen, all I'm saying to you is there's allegations saying that men heard in them voice notes are deceased. We got to connect the dots, GNN.
Yeah, I'm trying to connect it now because initially that would have been somebody that was in police custody or something that ended up dead. I correct? The start of this. Now, how we know when you get catch, especially with them kind of position, how we know you ain't put no AI out there to try to cover yourself? How we know the police ain't in it?
Listen, that is why I keep saying all of these allegations and conspiracy theories, and that's what we're going to do.
See, the average citizen.
And we need to find out the actual factual, because on social media and other places, it's always distorted. It's always a lie somewhere attached.
I agree.
And in this case, we have to handle it with kid gloves and do the proper investigation and do the due diligence.
Yes, see, the average citizen don't have access to no AI, but I'm sure the police does. Anyway, that's all I want to contribute.
All right, my brother. Much appreciated, man. All right, let's get to that break there, Mr. Producer. And on the flip side of the break, I'll get to these other calls. And are we going to go straight? We got time, right? We got this break, or we got one more break? All right, well, we'll hold that to slide Cuban Willie into the news. Let's get back to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, look here. What are the ranks of those polices, and what to where they from where they brought it? Where they brought it from? That's the uniform.
Pardon, Bremen?
What were those police ranks? What got into the problem, and where they brought the uniform to where it's at? The ranks, in other words.
The ranks are listed in the paper, Bremen. I mean, as far as who they're dealing with.
The ranks are in the paper?
Correct. It says CID chief goes on leave. Well, how much more rank do you want from that, Bremen?
Okay, where he brought it from to get to CID? What was his position before he got into CID?
Well, I'm gonna have to do due diligence on that, Bremen. I don't know that answer off the top of my head.
Okay, thank you.
He's a long-term police officer, a long-time serving police officer. So what's your point? I mean, where did he come from? The bottom line is he's the CID chief now. And that's what we're dealing with. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Hello, good afternoon, Lottie.
Go ahead, 52.
Yeah, I was always highlighting these type of scenarios. I would like to comment. I know the gentleman personally, and so, he's a barbershop friend. I know him for years. He's about the same age as I guess. But I like to comment in general. And so if a lot of people are not mindful, when you juxtapose a lot of circumstances or circumstantial evidence, and there's an abundance of circumstantial evidence, then that is something. So if it was you and I or a civilian, right, and I'm not referring to this case in particular because I know nothing about it different from what everybody is hearing. So what I'm saying is when you juxtapose that a against a civilian versus somebody in authority, and then you have that particular entity doing its own oversight. What sense does this make, man? I'm 60, and I've seen decades and decades of ineffective simulations of shootings, et cetera, et cetera. Let's forget about everything that happened recently. Just look back in the past, and you saw an independent ballistics report with Rosario Major, and the lady in Mason Edition was saying something the other day with the coroner's ruling, and so subsequently she's saying that these officers are still on the force. What is it? It's just like there's no oversight, and so there's no justice, and so in all of this, right? Because I've been highlighting these type of scenarios. A lot of people live in ivory towers. I have had a situation where money was stolen from me after a search. I called a certain officer. He hung up the phone. He changed his number. I went to the complaint unit. I seen come out of it. The burden was on me to prove that they moved the money while I stayed. But obviously, they had to be in searching if they're looking for. My money has got a little problem. And that was what I'm saying is they find. And a lot of people scared to speak out. So if we have even the implications of these particular, like that's it, in the nefarious level, then the average citizen is in danger. And it's just the way it is. But we have to encourage the good police officers to hold their head up strong and do it. Now, like I said, I know the gentleman personally, and I respect him. I highly respect him, so I personally wouldn't. But mechanisms need to be put in place to safeguard everybody. It just can't be a one-way street because there's too much power yielding. We see, you could do the archival research now. There's dubious shootings for decades. A personal family member of mine, I could go back 50 years ago. When I was in primary school, I remember a story of a prisoner dying in the cell and and the 5 officers, and they fought a fallout on this one. And years later, as a big man, the person actually told me, unfolded as to what the reason why they fell out. They wanted them to give a statement. Everybody have to be in congruence with one another. So this is the type of, we saw a situation with Chris Culmer in the cell there where he allegedly suicided himself. There's a lot of things that it's not good to speak about, but, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, as we go forward, we need to put mechanisms in place to ensure that these type of things don't be happening. Cameras, just safety mechanisms. Otherwise, these conversations are meaningless because the people are not going to come together and demand more accountability and transparency. As it's just a narrative, basically. And so the lady that called with the fine voice, she's actually correct. I've been saying it for years on the radio. I didn't need the person to say this year is going to be the year. That's what the word apocalypse means, Naughty. The unraveling to reveal. That's why we have to get into the lexicology. I said it over and over on the radio. So nothing surprises me still with the license to kill. Give thanks.
All right, 52. Good points as always, man. Let's get to the other call. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty, all is well?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, 52, absolutely correct. My on that same line, thinking that he was on. We need some type of mechanism in place for these policemen. I just talked to one of my police friends the other day who I consider a good officer. I tell him, you all few, man. You all few on the force, but and you all got to work hard to try and do your all jobs when there's so many people around. You all doing a bunch of foolishness. But like you say, a lot of stories, you hear a lot of stories going around the Bahamas over the past 20, 25, 30 years or so. And now you're hearing this live communication. You understand what I'm saying? So what are you to think as a civilian? You know what I mean? You trying to live your life the right way, and then the people who's supposed to be protecting you doing foolishness, So we got to see how this thing play out, but it ain't looking good for the whole Bahamas, man.
No, it's not. And when it goes international, it makes it even worse.
Exactly.
And that's something that this administration doesn't buy into. Oh, international brand damage. Well, yes, this is another form, sadly, of international brand damage, and we haven't even gotten to the bottom of this, my brother.
But now you realize, like the international community, they would say they don't trust the defense force. Now, this big thing come up now, they can say they don't trust the police. You understand what I'm saying? So, right, it's a touchy situation, man. All right, buddy.
Good stuff, man. Good to hear from you, bro. Appreciate your contributions. All right, let me get a couple of these texts, man, and then we'll get to the commercial, and then we'll get to Cuban Willie's immigration report. So, all right, that's some nice information right there, Texter. But like I say, a lot's going on with this, so let's let it all play out. Naughty, this corruption run deep. They have to protect Johnson. They being pastors, politicians, lawyers, and police. Those ain't no AI, bro. Pure facts. Also, it sounded like recorded phone calls and not voice notes. no matter, Johnson's supposed to be fired. Listen, if that's what the result of a complete investigation is, then let the chips fall where they may. All I'm saying is, do it right. This is something that cannot be dropped. The ball cannot be dropped on this. There can be no signs of the Homeboy Network. This needs to be cut and dry right down the middle. Let the chips fall where they may. Naughty, a few years ago, the Prime Minister at the time, Dr. Minnis, tried to fire some senior police officers. Instead, they were reassigned to other areas such as security. When in the public, though, there was something wrong with those officers, something bad that they did. When the new administration came into power, they reinstated those senior officers. Please give us any analysis of that issue. Listen, we all know that this politics game, you got people who have allegiances politically to certain parties. And when the FNM is in, you see certain things. When the PLP is in, you see certain things. So this is more of that same old, Dexter. One set got day crew, the other set got day crew. And every 5 years or so, it just flip off and you throw the keys to the next one and the car and the office and say, see you in 5. That's how it go. Anyway, let me get to this last one. A couple more. Naughty, we've been questioning why people are being let out on bail with ankle bracelets and then getting murdered immediately and how they were tracked. How could the Minister of National Security allege the owner of the company? I've learned so much that confirmed. Look, all right, look, Texter, I agree. This may be your thoughts and your opinions, but like I said, until I get an official statement, and this is under investigation, this is long, wow. But I get your point with the reference to corruption and gangs and so on and so forth. So we'll keep an eye on it and let's see how it plays out. And I agree with you, Texter. God sees it all. God don't sleep. God just catch it all. Naughty, tell Muffro, please tell the criminals stay dumb. It looked like that's all that's saving us. Put it on your robbery mask in the bank parking lot. Naughty, I just read an article in the dailies. No names were called, but they mentioned a prominent lawyer is also implicated. Multiple branches of the justice system. This is seismic. Come over to the dark side, Luke. Listen here. Who you is, Anakin? Eh? You know, no, sir. It's all good. It's all good. I'd rather be a Jedi. It's more fun. All right. Let's get to Cuban Willie's immigration report. We'll get to the break. We'll get to Cuban Willie's immigration report, and we'll get to the news. In the 5 o'clock hour, I got some special guests, got some big things coming up for independence. Great product that I want you parents to listen out for. All right? Straight across the board. It's a great independence product, and then we'll talk sports. So keep it right where you got it. The Monday, July 8th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama Market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News Sales Representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's pension plan, it. Percy's pension plan. Island game, we got you. Percy's pension plan. From the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy's Island Game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Feeling lucky? Here's Cuban Willie's numerology report. Brought to you by the Island Game.
Wepa, soy Joe Cuban Willie. Happy Monday. It's Monday. I came to check on some of my friends, you know. But I took time out to make sure you had your free ball of the day. Brought to you, of course, by the Island Game, my numerology report. And the free ball for today, Monday, de tres pelotas. 0, 6, 9, 0, 6, 9. 069 is your number for the day. Happy Monday. See you tomorrow right here on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and coming soon to YouTube with your numerology report of the day brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. Stay winning, my friend.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
They say the sun and a shine for all. But in some people world, you never shine at all.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I love you, you call me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long. And I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose their soul. Oh, no, freedom is the road. Oh, no, coming in from the cold. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will catch them in the end. Oh, yeah.
We're back at you on the Monday, July 8th edition of Talking Heads. And of course, you know, we are being brought to you by the following sponsors: Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Fine Threads, Janae's Uniform Center, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, Printmasters, and Tropical Gyros. All right, like I told you, got a young Bahamian entrepreneur in studio with me. And like I said, Mr. Andrew Bowe, very talented videographer, film producer, editor, colorist, all of that when it comes to that kind of stuff, man, doing his thing. And if you're familiar with the Coldest videos, he's been one of the major components behind the scenes over the years from the Coldest. And he's taken some of that artistic creativity and come up with I think this may be a first, or I haven't seen one in a while, but it's an independence coloring book. And I think it's a great way for parents to get their kids involved, learn their independence, learn their history, learn their culture, and enjoy, learning about it with a great coloring book. So, Andrew, good to see you, brother.
Same here, man. Same here.
So let us know, man, what inspired you to come up with this idea?
Well, really me as a parent. Just sitting back and having a conversation with my little girl. She's just graduated grade 6, about to go in grade 7. And one of the things that, we spoke about was, being proud to be a Bahamian. And her angle on it was really something that shed some light on the situation for me when it comes to growing up as a Bahamian as a young kid these days. A lot of the things that we would have known growing up, I realized that, she herself doesn't really know much about. So I just kind of took that inspiration and I decided to start doing some coloring pages for her, with some fun facts and stuff like that, just so she could learn, a few things about Bahamian culture, Bahamian history, and, our national symbols and the like. And once I got a few pages done, I spoke with, my good friend, Lania Hall, who is one of the best graphic designers I know in this country, who does excellent work, and her attention to detail is absolutely impeccable. And she was able to turn those pages into something that was not only presentable for, a general populace, consumption, something that's also very attractive for children to look at as well, something that they usually tend to be pretty excited to see, because I have done a few test runs with a few children that I know, and they've all, taken to the book very well. They've all, from the moment they get the book, they try to find crayons, they try to find markers, pens, pencils, anything that they can get their hands on to immediately start working on these pages, because it's not just coloring pages, it's also activities as well. So we have puzzles, we have games and the like inside the book as well. And we also have fun facts for kids to learn about, Bahamian culture, Bahamian history, as well as, like I said, the national symbols.
How were parents receptive to it? Did you do your beta test on your parents to see about the information there?
Oh, the parents definitely loved it. Just the mere fact of being able to see their kids so excited about something and learning passively.
And what age group is the book geared toward?
Well, honestly, we're looking at anywhere from preschool straight up to grade 4, grade 5. Preschoolers will love it just for simply having something that they can scribble on and scribble in.
Well, preschoolers love to scribble on anything they can get their hands on.
On anything. And if you want to keep those crayons and markers off your walls, this will be the best way to do it.
Yeah, man, this is a good little book with some games and different things in there. It highlights the Bahamian flag, and it highlights the blue marlin, the flamingo. It's good stuff, man.
Thanks, man.
And the national food of the Bahamas, the conch. Maybe you should teach the children we are the conch politically, and maybe we should stop. And maybe the conch should take the hammer back and start whapping politicians.
I think that's a lesson that they can eventually learn on their own, man.
Man, let's get them fired up early. But yeah, it's good stuff. You got sticker component as well, too, to go in there, man. Yeah. And some good little games. And what I like, it's compact. It's not huge, but they can work through it.
Right.
And your parents, you get it for your kids. That could take a couple hours on independence. Go deal with your coloring book.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like I say, they get to learn as well.
I think this is something that needs to be added at a bigger scale. I think in schools.
Yes.
Especially in the preschools.
Yes. And that was a part of the inspiration why I wanted to join the project as well. My mom, she's been in the schooling system for about over 25 years. And I've watched her struggle to find resources that were Bahamian made. And when Andrew, brought it to me, I said, this is something that we need to implement. So us as students were more aware of what we actually have. And it's Bahamian made rather than it coming from the U.S.
That's what I like. For far too long, we've seen coloring books in books. We got to go to bookstores and pick up all the bookstores, man. I appreciate any entity that allows kids to read and parents to read, because I love reading. And readers win and winners read. I've always said that. But far too long, we've seen foreign-produced products. What our kids are grabbing and running with. I'm glad to see a Bahamian product. I want to see something maybe now for Christmas.
That sounds good.
Sound like a plan, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Producer, keep an eye out for Purdy. He should be zooming in a second. Purdy, if you zooming in, what's your take on the coloring book, man? Because I know you got a grandson. I think that I got one for Trey. I can make sure I have one for Trey.
I think it's wonderful. I encourage anything that young Bahamians are doing to make things right, to teach, to educate. I think it's wonderful, and I can see a nice, good Jonquil one for Christmas as well. So good job, congratulations. Very proud of you young people.
Thank you.
All right, let's get to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I just want to congratulate the young man. What he's doing is phenomenal. Congratulations. Can you please share with me the information on your graphic artist? I would love to be in touch with her.
Absolutely. So I'll let her speak for herself.
So you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook at blackcanvas242, or you can call or WhatsApp me at 810-9177.
810-9177?
Yes, you got it.
Wonderful, because I too have an idea, and I can certainly use your service. Something, and this is amazing.
But hold on, see, we all about networking on Talking Heads caller, right? So if you have an idea, you got to use Andrew in the idea too. Not trying to take away from this young lady, but I mean, you know, it's.
Well, I have been in need of a good graphic artist, and it was on his recommendation. So thank you for the recommendation that I'm calling.
But you know, the graphic artist and the videographer go together. You see what I'm saying? So you can't have one without the other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm the agent, so I can get my cut for being an agent. So I got to make sure this network works.
All around. You're just phenomenal. Naughty, you are naughty.
There you go.
But thank you so much.
No, and I appreciate you chiming in, and I'll make sure that you get all the information. One more time, repeat the Instagram and they can follow you again.
Please.
Okay, so the Instagram is Black Canvas.
Black Canvas?
Yes, black as in color, Canvas 242. And you can call or WhatsApp us at 810-9177.
810-9177. My darling, you will be getting a call from me as soon as you get off the show.
And make sure I try to use the lady that called in on Naughty Show, and you want to make sure the whole team get put together for your project.
Yes, Naughty, you want your cut too.
No, I want my cut. I'm all good. I just want to see young
babies. To come on your show to premiere and launch my product.
That's what I was about to tell you. If you want to share a little bit, maybe we could get it out there. Because it ain't about a cut for me. It's about being Bahamian, seeing young Bahamians succeed, and seeing you succeed with your product as well, especially if it's on a national level.
Naughty, forgive me. I was being tongue-in-cheek, Jonah. I was not serious about that because I know you're not that kind of a guy.
No, I know. But I was just putting it out there for themselves who believe anything. You know, we got some gullible people in this country. But like I said, listen, make sure, and I'll follow with Andrew. And we'll make sure that we get everybody on the same page. And if you have to get on when it's your store and when it's your product, you know what I mean? We will get it out there.
Absolutely. With Miss Hall.
All right, Miss Hall, no problem, man. Make sure to call me back and remind me, okay?
I shall. Thank you. Take care, everybody, and good luck.
Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you. Congratulations.
There you go. One more time. Getting some text. How can we order the book, Andrew? How can we get our hands on these coloring books?
So the same information that she just shared, the contact information, the Black Canvas Instagram, you can send her a DM, as well as a WhatsApp message through that exact same number. And then just let us know and we can get them out to you.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Obviously, you know, Andrew does a lot of work with me and vice versa. So if you need information, you can always hit the show and we'll get it to you. But one more time, Black Canvas 242 on Instagram.
Yes.
And the phone again?
810-9177.
There you go, man. Definitely get a copy of it, man. It's all Bahamian. It's all indigenous. It's all good. It should be part of your kids' independence. And I think we should support ideas like this and get them to the next level, especially in the elementary and the preschools and the primary schools. Because, like you say, kids love stuff like this. And it's very educational, very simple, nice layout, easy to grasp information, and easy to have fun.
Exactly, and that's the whole point of it. You know, make it as easily accessible to them as possible.
I'm looking at this. Maybe we need to do a book to keep people bungie at the parking, handicap parking spaces. I think I onto something with this too. You want to network with me on that?
I believe so.
And that'll draw up some real, you know.
I believe so because
pictures of donkeys.
I've been seeing some people doing some real crazy stuff in the handicap parking,
including the Royal Bahamas Police Force. But I don't want to heap on them because they got a lot going on with them today.
Yeah. No.
But I promise you, the next call, this video is about to drop on Tuesday or Thursday. We can deal with that.
No, no, because they need to cool down a little bit.
Cool down. They need to stay out of the handicap parking. Period.
That's for sure.
There you go, man. But don't worry. We got that covered. But more importantly, right now, It's all about that coloring book, man. So get the book, copy the book, reach out to that number, and you guys deliver, right?
Absolutely.
You gotta have an order of 5 or more, and they'll deliver it for you.
Absolutely.
And what's the cost again?
So we're starting out at $12. That includes a sticker sheet as well.
$12 with a sticker sheet. You can't beat that with a stick, man. Support the thing. It's Bahamian. It's independence. It's coming up, and this will help you as a parent. You want to get your cocktail on. You want to get your food together. You want to get, man, go and deal with this coloring book, and I can give you a prize when you finish. And trust me, that's a couple hours out your here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I noticed it's been keeping kids busy, and they've been coming back to me. Oh, did you know that? Did you know that?
There you go.
You know.
So good stuff, man. We get it out there for you. We're going to take this break. Flip side of the break, we'll be talking with Pearly. Let's get to the phone lines real quick. Last one before the break. Talking Heads.
Hi, Naughty. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your guests. I am so proud to hear Bahamians doing well, and I congratulate them on their book, and I will definitely be calling so I could get one for my grandchildren. And, Naughty, you know, this is your friend with a disabled back, and please do something for the disabled.
I on it. I still on it, man. You know I got you
you're
all.
still on it. Man, Naughty, listen here. These people doing for more, man, Naughty. The lady the other day, she cussed me out because I say, my goodness, Mom. I say, how could you park in the spot? And then when the disabled come, they can't get in the spot. And then I saw a lady who had a decal jump out, all, big and round bouncy. She must get somebody who's disabled. So she just, why not just park someplace else and leave the spot if you're able?
That's the truth, man.
Until they pass legislation where they could put on there where you're going to be charged.
No, what they should do is empower a young Bahamian company with young Bahamians at the helm to set up a boot operation, and you boot the cars, and you got to pay right there on the spot to get unbooted.
Right.
If not, you can stay there till you can pay it.
Thank you, but they're not doing. They have in Southwest Plaza. They have say you're going to be booted, and Naughty, the people don't care. They just jump right.
And that's why I'm here. You all call me every day. Send me the pictures. Send me the videos, and we can get it out there and make it happen for you. All right? I got you.
Take care now, Naughty.
You too now. Be safe. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. We got to get to the break, but remember, it's only $12. Complete Bahamian coloring book, man. You definitely want to cop it. Get it for your kids. Get it in your collection. $12 with a sticker set. You cannot go wrong. Buy yourself some peace and quiet this Wednesday from your kids, especially if they between the ages of 4 and 12. And love yourself for a few hours. Good stuff, man. We got the next one. Let me know and we'll get it on, all right? All right. Good stuff. Quick break. Flip side of the break. We'll be talking sports. Pearly's in the building. We got to talk about my Yankees and the Dodgers having the same identical record. We got to talk about the crap show that is the Los Angeles Lakers right now. We got to talk about some All-Star game, Major League Baseball, and some NFL offseason moves. And we're about a week away from training camps opening. All coming up on the flips. And, of course, Team Bahamas narrowly getting defeated by Spain, but what a great, great statement that they made. And I think there's bigger things to come for 242 basketball, especially in the form of a youngster by the name of VJ Edgecombe. We'll talk about him on the flip side of the break as well, too. Remember, you heard it here first on Talking Heads. Quick break, flip side of the break. We'll be back at you. Pearly will be in the building. Don't touch it.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
You try to rest, roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it, just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Together when everybody out. Fried chicken we a pre, bucket for the crew. Share a bucket together, everybody go live. Crispy original when we online. Bucket together under the new dance craze.
Hot KFC Summer Bucket Deals. 8 pieces of your favorite fried chicken and 4 buttery biscuits with options to add family fries, a 2-liter switcher, and 4 pineapple biscuits, starting at $20. KFC, it's finger licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
They say the sun and a shine for all. But the young some people world yet never shine at all.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, July 8th edition of Talking Heads. And let's set it off with today in sports history. All right, before you all chime in, you all done texted in, Naughty. Yeah, all right. And you know, Texas, I brag to Purdy and MJ all the time. Boy, we got the biggitiest and best minds in the business. But sometimes you ought to push that biggity envelope a lot. I got you today in sports history. Relax, text us all 3 of your G-bits. I'm glad you like it so much. But don't hit me and tell me what to do with my show. Please. Because you know me, they don't call me Naughty for nothing. You know, I like to prank people. I might make you think I could do today in sports history if we running late, and then never mind. It's all good. I got you. On this day in sports history, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnnies. And on this day, July 8th, 1889, John L. Sullivan defeated Jake Killerane in the first championship bare knuckle fight. The fight lasted 75 rounds. Purdy, you think any fight could go 75 rounds today?
They ain't fighting Bahamian.
How long was them rounds? Like 30 seconds?
They wasn't fighting Bahamian, that's all I can say.
1953, Notre Dame announced the next 5 years of its football games would be shown in theaters over closed circuit TV. 1970, the Jim Ray Hart of the San Francisco Giants became the first National League player in 59 seasons to collect 6 runs batted in, 6 RBIs during a single inning. My question is, why would you call yourself the Jim Ray Hart? Couldn't Jim Ray Hart just work? Or J.R. Hart? The Jim Ray?
Maybe there was another person, another Jim Ray Hart in the league.
The Earl the Pearl on Talking Heads.
Hey, that sounds a little catchy. The Earl the Pearl.
You see you got your little sweeper for Thursday, right?
Yes, I see that, Earl the Pearl.
We got you like a professional, right? All right? So
we're getting there. I'm most appreciative.
You know, you soon be flying your own Cessna.
I want a King Air.
Beach King, eh? 2003, Dominic Hasek announced that he planned to come out of retirement to rejoin the Detroit Red Wings. Hasek was a brilliant hockey player. Really good during his time.
He was.
Sports quote of the day, you have no control over what the other guy does. You only have control over what you do. A.J. Kitt. That's a very good statement there, too. Let's get to this call real quick. Talking Heads.
Good afternoon, Naughty.
Go ahead, Sparky. What's going on? You got to make it quick because we ran a little over time, and now we got to get sports. What you got?
Naughty, on a serious note now. On a very serious note, Naughty. I know it's your sports hour. I was really trying to get in earlier because of the parking lottery. Hello, you still there?
I'm right here, Sparky.
Naughty, let me tell you something, Naughty. Sparky is riding around now with a special chair in my back seat. I am riding around now with a decal. Sparky is in the disabled category now. That's why I asked you to give me a moment, because I heard all the people calling in. I know you've been trying to deal with this for a long period of time. And let me tell you something, Naughty. All of us, from one time or the other, might reach to the time in our life we're not young and vibrant like you are now.
Who say young and
I'm middle-aged and crazy? It might happen to you one day soon. But what is happening around here, Naughty, from Kelly's in the morning marathon, from different shopping centers up Prince Charles, from Super Valley up on Market Street Road, all around here, you have security guards standing right there by the disabled lot when these people pull into this disabled list.
Listen, you are preaching to the choir because all those businesses you call, I've been calling them out. I can continue to call them out.
Not only that, I'm trying to get off so you could go to your sports day. You even talk to the security guard. I say, sir, you stand right here. You see the man pulling here without a decal, and you say nothing. He said, I can't be running these people all day. I say, get a friend with a wrecker. You get a friend with a wrecker and park him over in the corner there. And every time he take a car, you tell the wrecker man, give you $50 and keep $50 for him. And make more money up here than your boss is paying you. He said, I can't do that. I said, you try that. You'll make more money in one weekend taking these people around now. Because it happens to me and everybody around here. Even the police is parked in these blue places with a police car. They park in a disabled list. And people like Sparky and pull out there. I got to get in the car. I got to open the back door. I got to unload a wheelchair or something to go inside Kelly's. And the security guard standing there and says nothing.
Sparky,
this is going on around the country. Nobody's saying nothing. I tell you.
All right, Sparky, breathe.
They corrupt from the top down.
I got you, Sparky. Breathe. I got to get the sports, but breathe. I got you, man. Breathe. Musa. Drink a brown bottle or two. I got you. Purdy got you. We got you.
No, serious. No, people need to stop that. We'll keep calling them out. We'll keep calling them out every time, Sparky.
Purdy, do you know when, I was lucky and I didn't see it coming. Disability Icon Awards, got the Media Advocate Award.
Congratulations.
Thank you, my brother. And you know me. You know my late mother. You know my late aunt. You know my late grandfather. Philanthropy was all through them. You know my beautiful wife, MJ. Philanthropic we are. Philanthropists. We'll help a cause. I didn't want it for recognition. I didn't want it. I did it because I had handicapped friends before. Then when my aunt became a double amputee, it really hit home. And I still have friends of hers that are still around that are going through it. So I ride for them. At the end of the day, what I got from most of those folks at the Disability Icon Awards, they want to lead a normal life. If I'm in a wheelchair, I don't care about being in a wheelchair at this stage. I want you to move your behind up my parking spot so I can get in, get out, do what I need to do normally, carry on about my business.
Yep.
That's the most insulting thing to a handicapped or disabled person is the fact that you didn't allow them the opportunity to be as normal as they would like to be.
Amen. I agree, Naughty. It's ridiculous.
And Purdy, then you have the Royal Bahamas Police Force park up in Carmichael, in front of an entity famous for what cops love the most. You know that kind of way?
Yep.
We ain't call no name. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But I don't want to hear nothing because my people's out there, they sent me video. So I got him pulling up. I got him parking. I got him getting out. And he looked nowhere near close to being handicapped. But I can say, just looking at the video, in my opinion, no one's else, but in my opinion, well, maybe you could relate to it. He looked a little hungover, if you know that kind of way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He looked like he was on one of them, I need black coffee now kind of vibes.
Yeah, I can relate to it this weekend.
So what I'm trying to say is, we have to do better. We know better. We need to do better. All right? And guess what? Big and bold. Park up. Park up. And I got it. The license number and everything. 919 on the back. AS7072. And you know the audacity of it all, Pearlie? What galls me the most? Big and bold on the side of the van. It says, creating safer communities. How you make it safer and better for the handicapped drivers if you all up in the parking? Crease up.
But if I was officers right now, I'd be very careful because there's so much under the microscope right now. Is just need to do everything the right way.
Yeah, yes. But anyway.
Different story for different day. Listen, and don't be telling the people the Yankees and the Dodgers have the same record. They have the same win record. We get one less loss than y'all. All right, let's get that right.
God. Oh, God.
Plus,
we're both drunk, but I only had 6 Añejo and Coke, and you had 7. So we're together, buddy.
Yeah, it's probably 8. You know you're bad when your children get out drinking, right?
You got out drunk by Junior?
By Avery?
Jesus Lord. Listen, it's time, Pearly. If Avery done passed you, it's time.
No, that was just a special occasion.
Put down the cups, put down a cup of ice and step away from the bottle. Head to the air fryer.
Yeah. That works like that.
See, if it was dark, I could... Avery,
Trent.
No, hold on. But Avery don't look like that type.
No, she doesn't. And then she's normal. And I'm like, and she's like, Daddy, what up? And she's normal, you know.
Ah, Lord. Talking my niece business all over the radio. If it was dark, I pretty much know, but just throw Avery there?
She probably someone called me and cussed me. But anyway, Daddy, what you telling people?
You have kids of age, Pearly. You've done well. And they can go out and have one responsibly and don't end up in problems. I'm mad at you at all. Trying to take a page out of your book.
Knock on wood. I've never had to go to the police station. And God has really blessed me with 3 wonderful kids. And I can't complain. They're doing well for themselves.
But boy, I tell you, let's talk. Out the gate, Team Bahamas did very well.
Oh, yeah. I'm so proud of my brothers.
I'm very proud of them. Hats off to them.
It's you can take it in mind that, when we're not be a great starting 5, not a deep bench, going up against teams that are loaded. We beat a lot of top 20 teams this weekend. Argentina's team we beat back in early in the year, beating up on.
It killed me. I watched Puerto Rico qualify, and we beat Puerto Rico.
Yeah. That's had the luck of the draw. Was in the wrong play-in tournament, but that's fine.
Hold on. You want to know the draw of death in the Olympics? Australia, Spain, Greece, and Canada.
All in the same group?
That's the same group. That's the group of death in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Canada, Spain, Greece, and Australia. That is the group.
Canada probably come out of that.
Listen, Canada is fully loaded, Pearly.
Yeah.
If there's any,
missing is Wiggins. Golden State wouldn't let Wiggins play, but they still loaded.
If there's any team that could take America to the wall, it's Canada, because they loaded with NBA talent as well.
Do not sleep on France. Nah,
I see you can get MJ fired up now, because of course, who's the center for France? Victor Wembanyama with have you seen the guns? The arms are getting bigger. He's been lifting some weights.
Their problem is they're young. That's the only problem. Inexperience might be their downfall. Other than that, they have a really good team.
They do. And
I think it'll be hard to beat the Americans. I think it's really hard to beat them.
I think Canada may give them the best run for their money.
Don't sleep on Germany. Germany can be all right too.
Huh?
Germany should be okay.
All right, but we'll see how it goes.
But it should be a good Olympics. I mean, I think the Bahamas would have done well. We would have represented well. We did great. I'm proud of them. I think we can build off that. We got some young talent coming up. We got some other young talent coming up behind VJ. So I knew he was good. I know he rose along.
No, Pearly. He used this opportunity to take his game to a completely different level. VJ is
one and done in Vail. I want Vail to do that. He's one and done.
He is one and done. After this performance, prior to this performance, there was rumors of one and done. Yeah. Okay? And I know it because I have a friend, Coach Dan Feeney, who coaches Chaminade High School in New York.
Yeah.
He hit me up and he goes, and when I tell you he comes every year that family comes, for the last 20 years they've been coming to Jokers.
Okay.
All right? So much so that we've become friends over time. One of my few non-Cowboy and Laker friends that I actually tolerate. You know what I mean? But he's a great coach, great basketball coach, great basketball mind. And he texts me. And he said, Naughty, I'm watching this right now. He said, listen, I'm so proud of VJ Edgecombe. I've played against him for the last 2 years. He's dominated us in every fashion. He is going to be such a wonderful gift to Baylor, and I promise you, he's one and done.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, after he dunked the 7-footer to the ground, he calls me and goes, he's definitely one and done. And we had a good laugh because he used this as a great opportunity. Barring injury, he should probably be the freshman of the year for Baylor in that conference. He should put up a ton of points. And regardless where Baylor goes, if he's one and done, he's going to the draft. And if he has a good year, he could be a lottery pick. That's how good this kid is.
No, he's good. Listen, he plays. Once you know they play high school basketball in New York, you know they're good. And star and was all state, you know they're good.
I'll be honest with you though. I would like to see him go in the lottery pick. But at the same time, if he could do 2 at Baylor and come out as the clear-cut number 1, wouldn't that be special?
Yeah, but the money can be beaten on him earlier than that. So
boy, they can bust him with the guap. No, for sure. But I think there's a lot of potential there, Pearly. I think there is a lot of potential.
Once he's the first-round pick, he'll be all right. Once he's the first-round pick, he'll be all right.
All right, but we got to get to the picks right now, and then we got Rich Eisen taking us home with a brilliant overreaction Monday, talking Yankees, Dodgers, Lakers, football. It's a good one. Rich is back. He's off that vacation. You know what I mean?
Hey, we're 6 days away, guys. Next week, Saturday.
Shh, don't talk
Saturday,
it, man.
Saturday
Don't talk
coming.
it. Hey,
rookies are in training camp.
Should I bring the cooler over and we just watch them regardless, just to get the football Jones out of the way?
No, we got to wait 3 days because the Dolphins don't go in until Monday.
Okay. Well,
until Tuesday. So the Dolphins are the 16th. I think the Cowboys are the 13th, but the Dolphins don't go until the 16th.
Well, I'll start early and you catch me up on Monday.
Hey, it ain't going to be hard.
There you go. All right. Here's what we're working with today. And, of course, you know, our Pro Picks all brought to you, of course, by The Island Game. Simply log on to theislandgame.com. Check out all the plays to play, all the ways to win. And little tidbit, I'm going to break it down for you in depth tomorrow, but all you football players and football aficionados, sports bettors and fantasy football players, The Island Game has a huge NFL survivor pool starting. Crazy cash money and crazy prizes to go with it. I'll tell you more.
I was supposed to be part owner. I was supposed to be part owner of Island Games this year after football, but they didn't do me well last year. So let's tell Eddie, put up a notice, write up the papers. I'm going to be part owner at the end of this football season.
All right. Keep an eye out for that, Pearly. All right. We got one game in the WNBA tonight. Minnesota Lynx -7 on the road against the LA Sparks. I like the Minnesota Lynx to win by 7 on the road.
Sparks? I go with the Sparks. You sure they're playing tonight or that's tomorrow night?
You know what? That's tomorrow night. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm a day early. All right, but we only got baseball to go through, and we got 2, 4, 5 games for tonight. Real quick. Yeah. Cleveland Guardians, Detroit Tigers. I like Cleveland on the road.
Cleveland playing some great baseball.
Stupid baseball right now. Colorado.
Detroit should be sellers. They should be sellers next week.
Yep. Colorado Rockies, Cincinnati Reds. I like the Reds at home in this one. Ellie De La Cruz is a freak.
I like them too.
Absolute freak, monster. Minnesota Twins and Chicago White Sox. I like the Twins on the road over the White Sox.
I like the Twins too.
Rangers and Los Angeles Angels. I like the Rangers tonight.
Gray going tonight. I like the Rangers.
Braves and Diamondbacks. I got to go with the Braves.
You know what? As much as I hated Diamondbacks, have been playing really good baseball, but they batting. The Braves can score runs. They'll win. I go with the Braves, but not the money line. I mean the money line, not the points.
Texter, if you want to know what WNBA is, it's Women's National Basketball Association.
Yeah, that's Angel Reese, you know, my favorite female player, Angel Reese, the pie. Yeah, that's what she plays.
And now, don't get us started because we got to get to the break. But Pearly, I'll be honest with you. Olympic spot available now. Diana Taurasi's out. Who they want to replace?
No, she's in. Angel's in. Angel already in. Angel's already in.
Over Caitlin Clark?
She's doing. This woman a double every night.
That's why we can't hear from Mac, who used to text in and call in, the big Caitlin Clark fan. This Big Mac, man, what happened? Angel got your tongue? Oh, boy. That is definitely Bird and Magic Johnson all over again, Pearly.
It is. And all the Sky need is a decent guard, and you will see some things.
Can you imagine if Juju Watkins ends up in Chicago? Anyway, let's get to the break. Flip side of the break, Rich Eisen taking us home, man.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Appreciate you, Pearly. Be good, Bahamas. And if you can't be good at it.
Always.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Living with a neural neurological condition shouldn't define you. At Cleveland Clinic in Florida, we do whatever it takes to make life better today while discovering new treatments for a brighter tomorrow. From epilepsy management to specialized spine care and brain tumor surgery, we're delivering world-class neurology care for the day-to-day, for the days you live for every care in the world. Visit clevelandclinicflorida.org/Caribbean.
We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, keep you winning. Percy's Pension Plan, dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, we got you. Percy's Pension Plan, from the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy, so put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
Happy Independence Bahamas! Let's celebrate 50+1 together with a unique Janae's Uniform Center Independence print, dry fit polo or t-shirts, ribbons and pole bows in black, gold, and aquamarine. Janae's special family package includes buy 2 adults and 3 children Independence polos or t-shirts and get 15% off. Outfit your staff for a special Independence dress of week or day with a different design. For more than 30 pieces of Janae's Independence polos or t-shirts, get up to 25% discount. Janae's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road Independence Selections. Choose your favorite and celebrate 50+1. Restrictions apply.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Mondays. Monday.
What's going on, Chris?
Not saying hi to you guys. I'm
Okay.
asking how your weekend was.
Come on, bro.
And I'm not saying
It's
happy
tradition.
Monday.
Come on.
We didn't come up with B, man. Don't be mad at me.
Taking it too far.
Or Del Tufo's labeling machine did, but what do you got?
Hey, what's up? Everybody good?
I'm good.
Great,
Hey.
man. Happy to be back.
You know who's great?
No.
Eberflus is great. Eberflus is going to win Coach of the Year this
What is going on with Coach of the Year talk with him? What's happening? What's happening?
Let's do it.
Where
What's
did this
happening?
come from? Why?
What do you mean, why?
First of all,
They're stacked.
Okay.
Kent Williams is going to be sick. Their offense is going to be awesome. They're going to win 10 or 11 games. Boom, Coach of the Year.
10 wins won't be Coach of the Year for him. 11 wins is in the he's a finalist. 12 means he's got a chance. You think that's going to happen for the Bears?
Who else could be
I'll
Coach
give it
of
to
the
you.
Year?
Oh, I'll give you.
I know you think Jim Harbaugh because he's going to, +8 or whatever you think is that
Plus
gonna happen?
7. +7 gives him 12 wins.
They're not going +7.
Well, I mean,
let's be honest.
Who else could be Coach of the Year?
Mike McCarthy.
Why would you just laugh at that?
That was like saying we missed Del Tufo. Automatic laugh.
Hold on a minute. Just give me a second. Give me a second.
I gave you.
Everybody, give me a second.
Mike McCarthy's won 12 games the last 3 years.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
That's true. Good point.
Somebody in the NFC South. Raheem Morris, if they negotiate a very good season here. Dan Quinn. DQ. Don't sleep on him.
McDonald, Seattle.
Eberflus is I
Callahan,
hear you, but
Tennessee,
is
yeah.
going to win Coach of the Year. That's an overreaction.
Make it
Classic overreaction.
Gerard Mayo.
Gerard Mayo's got to win 10. If he
Honestly,
wins 10 games.
winning 6 games should get him Coach of the Year.
What about Salah?
right there.
What about Salah? What if the Jets win like 11-12?
Then you give it to Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Oh, really? Is that right? Is that it?
Yeah, Neil Elatrosh.
Neil Elatrosh is in
NFL
line.
Coach of the Year.
What else?
Look. What's today's day? It's July 8th, right?
Yeah,
July 8th?
good one.
We're still wondering where Brandon Ayuk is. He's holding out, people.
He's
Brandon
not.
Ayuk
Get
will
out of
hold
here.
out
Nope.
of 49ers camp.
No way. Nope. Hold out of camp.
Yeah, hold out of camp. I'm not saying he's going to miss week 1.
Oh.
I'm saying he's not going to training camp.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
What's going on with this?
What do you mean? What's going on
What's
with
going on? First off, they're meeting,
I don't know.
they're talking.
Let me ask you
then-
this question. Let me ask you this
what are we
question.
doing?
Let me ask you this question. You're John Lynch. Congratulations. You're in the Hall of Fame.
Love it.
I
Hall
know.
of Fame. I was a minor league baseball player.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
You got more than that. He's
Rock-
got more on the ball.
He's like 50-something. He's rocked up still.
Brandon Ayuk says, I want to be in the neighborhood, within $1 million of
What?
Justin Jefferson.
30 million? He wants 30 million?
No, he wants Justin Jefferson money. That's the market. What do you say? Okay.
Can't do it.
So if that's the conversation, then yeah. If the conversation, if he wants 30, then I can kind of understand that too. They're going to have to pay their quarterback 50 and change.
Brad Purdy
next
goes
year.
back to the Super Bowl again.
It could be
he'd
60.
a $60 million player.
You know how we keep asking that question around here? Who's going to be the first
it's gonna
annually
be him.
paid $60 million
It's gonna be Brock
quarterback?
Purdy.
It could very well be Brock Purdy. It could very well be. Certainly with how Tua might sign for on the dotted line and Jordan Love
What if the Niners
next
win the
month.
Super Bowl this year?
Got it. So holding out of training camp, but out of week one, man, oh man. That would stun me if they go out week one, Monday night against the Jets, wrap up week one without Ayuk. They might have no Ayuk if he holds out of training camp.
He may not play week one anyway.
Well, I'm just saying.
Did you guys see the?
I don't think this is an overreaction at present.
You see the IU TikTok thing that happened?
Which was what?
He posted a picture of him watching. Apparently, it looks like he's watching Washington Commander practice film on his TikTok, and that's been going around.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
why is he watching this? Like,
Because
what does
again,
this
he
mean?
plays footsie on this front
Yeah,
because
he-
that's
boys
his
with-
quarterback.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's been going around.
That's his college. When he was saying that the Niners don't want me and posted that, he was on a FaceTime with
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels. So
Also, you better hope of all people he doesn't sit out because you know
Well, you
the
might-
circumstances.
you might
if that happens,
What do you mean?
Del Tufo's shorts.
You got to eat Del
If he
Tufo
misses
short.
the whole year.
if he misses the whole year,
if he sits
I'm
out
still
the-
very confident. I will triple down on that. You can add another Del Tufo article of clothing.
Oh, Rich, don't do it.
Dangerous game.
Right? It's not even worth it.
What else?
You know who's back this year? Joe Burrow's back this year.
Use that.
Oh man, he's talking to Big Cat and PFT.
When you say he's back, you mean his open back on his
Yes,
suit?
he's back and he's open
He's
back.
back, open backed. Joe Burrow, top 5 MVP this season.
I don't think that's an overreaction at all.
Joe Burrow said, "Hey, when you're injured, people forget about you.
They do.
I'm gonna make them not forget."
Would he be a comeback player of the year? And MVP?
Ooh, great question.
Is
I
he-
think so, right? Because he qualifies. He
the way
missed
that
because of
voting
injury.
goes.
Dude,
Because
qualifies.
they changed the rule. They're telling people not to vote for dudes who just coming back from the bench and their couch.
What rule? Who's changing the rule?
The AP.
The AP?
Are telling people, hey, look.
I wouldn't know because I work for the NFL
the
and
Joe
therefore
Flacco thing was-
the AP says I'm too biased because I'm going to vote for who Roger Goodell thinks should win it.
Yeah. Everybody knows that, Rich.
Everyone knows that.
Don't vote for the couch and the bench guys.
Don't they know that me and Brockman even get notes? The things
Ah.
we can't say?
Yeah,
This is- dude.
I know. Joe
Come
Burrow.
on. We're Joe. This is a Joe Burrow zone. The Rich Eisen show. You know
I
that.
almost went he's going to win it. But
See, now that's come on. Why wouldn't you go so bold? Yeah, see, you got soft in the dark week, B-man.
I hate you. All right, change the music, Philly. Change the music.
Oh, we're changing music.
All right, a couple baseball ones here. Look, we love Paul Skeens. He's got to start the All-Star game. What are we doing?
Start the All-Star game.
Start the All-Star
that's
game.
what I'm saying.
What are we doing?
All right.
No one knows or cares about Ranger Suarez or any of these other dudes. Who cares? Glasnow's been lit up the last couple of starts. We want the guy with the stash. We need Livy Dunn behind home plate.
Yeah.
Let's go. Paul
Oh,
Skeens.
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
what are we doing?
you're talking about the whole package.
Skeens package. 102.
Brockman 3 up,
On
3
the
down.
block. Let's go.
So the fact that
Otani needs to be out there. We need to
Right.
see Skeens
Yes.
versus Otani
Dude,
to lead
dude.
off the All-Star
We
game.
have seen that.
I now see now
that he
that
plays for the
I
same
was
team.
assuming this. So
Who's leading off for the AL?
no, I
Judge.
was no.
Skeens, Judge to lead
I
off
was
the All-Star
assuming
game.
this, and now it's kind of backed up. You just don't want to talk Chris Sale because the Red Sox let him walk. So
Oh, we traded
Why-
him
why-
for a guy who doesn't even play.
Why would you-
Genius of ownership.
why would you not start Chris Sale,
Because Skeens is better.
dude? Chris Sale's been amazing.
Chris Sales is amazing, but he hasn't captured.
No, I know.
You know,
and nobody's like going to sit down and watch Aaron Nola or Ranger Suarez.
That's what I mean, and that's kind of the point. Like, great, the Phillies guys.
You
are
want
doing
eyeballs,
awesome.
or you want to respect the first half performances of guys who deserved
I want
it?
them to hand out. Where's the All-Star game this year? Texas, right? I want them to hand out fake mustaches, and everyone in the crowd is wearing stashes and going nuts.
All right.
And then he goes 102
I'll buy
to
it.
Judge. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I'll buy that. I'll
9
buy
pitches, averaging 101 miles per hour, 3 up, 3 down.
My man.
Let's go.
that. So Aaron
Stinks.
Judge should start as well.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, throwing.
Oh, throwing.
Who wouldn't want to
Wow.
watch him throw?
Rich,
I wouldn't.
speaking of Aaron Judge.
Oh, boy.
The Yankees are wasting Aaron Judge's greatness.
All right. This guy. This guy.
B-Man didn't come to play
By the
with you
way,
today.
honestly, defend against this. How could you say they're not? Have I missed all the Aaron Judge World Series appearances? Was I asleep for those?
Hold on a minute.
Have I
They
missed
went.
those?
They went and added Juan Soto.
missed
They
those?
did win 50 of their
Guess
first
who's
like.
not going to be on the
se-
Juan Soto? Like, they're wasting Judge right now.
Grimace will see that.
Wasting Judge.
Dude, they're going through a bad 3-week stretch.
Yeah, but
out
this
of-
happens every single year.
Well, it
with the
has over the
Yankees.
last 2-3 years.
Every single year this happens.
So I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when Stanton comes back. We'll see what happens when the rest of their roster gets healthy. We'll see what happens.
Strikeouts. That's what's going to happen with Stanton.
All right. Okay.
I'm pulling for it. I like
What
Aaron
else,
Judge. I
Chris?
like Aaron Judge. I
What
wanna
else,
see,
Chris?
I want to see him play. Here we go. Wemby, you see some of these clips from Euro qualifying?
Sure.
Oh, my God. Wemby's taking France to the gold medal game, TJ,
Why wouldn't he?
in the Olympics.
I told you on draft night.
Is
in about
is
2
Gobert on the
French
team?
Revolution.
Is Gobert on the team?
Yeah, and he makes Gobert look like Muggsy Bogues. Have you seen them two standing next to each other?
Is Nick
Gobert's
Batum on this
7-1.
team too? Who else on
Nico
France?
should be on the squad.
Who else on France?
Well, half the draft was from France. That's why I'm like, in 2 Olympics from now, France is winning the gold medal. Like,
You know
we're
who's
in
not
trouble.
on, you know who's not on France's team is Le Pen. How's that for a little political conversation?
Is that the French version of LeBron? Or-
Definitely not.
Well done.
Most certainly not. I don't know. Sure. I'm not going to push back on this one.
All right, hit it.
You think we need one more?
Okay.
All right, we'll get one.
Did you watch Copa America while we were gone?
I did.
Team USA sucks, okay? They're terrible. Greg Burkhalter, you're out. I don't even know his name. Greg Berhalter, out.
Great point.
He's not out yet, though, but he should be. And you know who should take over? They're free. Bill Belichick and Nick Saban should coach Team USA. You want guaranteed results?
I'll
The
watch
two
that.
greatest winners in football history.
By the way,
I'll watch that.
never thought in a million years Brockman would A, want to talk about soccer, and B, would put Belichick and Saban in the role of Ted Lasso.
It makes sense.
Full Ted Lasso. What could go back? It's not going to get any worse.
Bill Lasso and
it's
Nick
not
Lasso,
getting any worse.
long lost brothers of Ted Lasso.
I think he's got a point.
All right.
You want to avoid embarrassment at the World Cup here in America?
Believe.
Belichick, Saban, let's go.
Believe. Great overreaction Monday. Believe.
Seriously, eyeballs. You want eyeballs? I know everyone's going to watch the World
So
Cup anyway.
Belichick and
but
Saban take
and
over
Saban
Team USA
take
soccer.
over Team USA. Guaranteed win the World Cup. Who's betting? Who's going against these
By
guys?
the way,
Guarantee World
I
Cup.
also watched
You think Trent Kerr would be all right with that?
England, Switzerland for the right to get to the Euro Cup semifinals, and it went to penalty kicks, which is, as you know, the ultimate bugaboo for England.
That's like literally having the Super Bowl, though, decided by field goals.
Yeah, it's a rough way to decide something, but it is truly one of the most exhilarating things you can watch. And they survived. They moved on. They moved on.
But we know they're not going to win Euros. So
I don't know. Who the hell knows, man? Great
Well, I
soccer
got
talk.
I got like 80 years.
Says the guy. You should take